roller coaster.
You're like Mayor Ed Lee from San Francisco. You're bastardizing the town.
Okay, first of all, I hate it when you call me Ed Lee.
We role played the other day during sexualities. And do you know who Mayor Ed Lee is?
The mayor of San Francisco.
Yes, but he's the guy who's all about like pushing. He's like that new wave of techies coming into San Francisco and basically kicking out the artists, the teachers, the creative types out of San Francisco because like rent is so high now. But Mayor Ed Lee is part of this whole movement of just bringing in all these kids, in that work for Dropbox, it's like a Silicon Valley now, basically.
And unfortunate for me, he looks exactly like me, but like 20 years from now.
Asian guy?
He's Asian. He's got a mustache.
Leave it to an
He's
Asian
chunky,
guy too.
Kinda. And she's been calling me Ed Lee, and especially in sex. And she was like,
God.
She was like,
he's
so
Ed
she goes,
Lee.
So anyway, so you're gonna be able to get me a job at one of these tech
It's like,
companies?
hey, can I be an intern at Dropbox?
And when she did that as an improviser, you have to agree.
Yes, and
so then you're like, yes, I'm Ed Lee, and yes, I'm gonna give you a tech job.
But your soul's like crushed.
I'm crushed because I'm like, I don't
so
want to play this part.
I'm just one of his IT hoes.
Yeah, and then
or
she's
not
like,
IT hoes, he's little tech hoes.
And then she's like, oh, well, I guess you can have sex with me then, right? And I'm like, as Ed Lee going, yeah, I am.
Midway through pumping, I'm like, are you going to get me that promotion? And he has to keep promising me things until I'm CFO.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to shift the thing like, I'm a vampire now. She keeps
like,
calling me Ed Lee.
Not right now, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the scenario, you know what I mean?
You're trying to, segue.
Yeah. Yo, bitch, you're in the wrong alleyway. And she's just like, no, Ed, I'm not.
Mayor Ed Lee, why are you talking like that?
Oh, yeah. Wow, you're so persistent.
So she's like shifting it back to like me as Ed Lee. So I had to be Ed Lee the whole time we were making love.
So
I didn't
angry.
like it.
How does the scenario end? The storyline.
Oh, I become CFO.
I mean, the shit she comes out with, bro. And she always starts it. I never start
I
these
say
scenarios.
things like, why are you trying to get rid of the flower district on this street and this street? Why are you kicking out all the teachers? Is it for me? Is it for girls like me from Wisconsin who are 24 and are trying to be in this idea incubator so we can make San Francisco super rich and elitist?
And now I have to listen to this and stay hard. That's very difficult to do.
That was one sentence. Holy shit.
I'm like, yeah, I guess.
He's like, fuck the flower district.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm a vampire. Come on. Khalyla, come on, please.
Yeah.
But do you know that they calculated this? Somebody calculated. San Francisco is so expensive to live now that you could essentially live in Las Vegas, pay rent for a 2-bedroom apartment, fly from Las Vegas to San Francisco every day, and still pay less than living in San Francisco.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
Someone actually calculated that, and it's real. That's how expensive it is.
The techies ruined
it.
That town. Ruined it.
So if you're not making 6 figures, you can't live in San Fran.
It's not.
There's a place that we watched this documentary, and it's like there's a place that has like a $56 burger, and it's like, for what, bro?
No one's buying that shit.
Yeah, they do.
I love those.
We fucking bought.
I sell those in my city and my Sim City.
We bought a fucking $24 oyster. It was not oyster. Scallop. Just one fucking scallop the other day.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
But that's why we were. This is why comedy is shifting too in San Francisco. So, Bobby used to say that San Francisco was always his favorite place to perform because people or the creative types were always so open. They would go to the comedy clubs. They were already happy with their lives. They were full of soul, and it would be pandemonium. It would be one of his favorite places to play. And what's it like now, Bobby?
They're just, the audiences are tighter.
Stiff.
They're stiffer, and it reminds me of playing like. I'll just give you an example. Playing Irvine is way funner in terms of what the reaction is. You know, there are times in San Francisco where it's really tough. It's like playing Little Rock. You know, just tight white people. Like you used to see, you know what I mean, like Mexican vampires and like black dudes with mohawks and like leather jackets and you know what I mean, Asians that look like me. Now they're all shirt tuckers.
Really?
They were khaki
And
pants. Yeah.
This is why a friend of mine, I don't know how true this is, but he's lived in San Francisco all his life. And he told me that this is the reason why there's more transient violence or violence from like the homeless population now, is because when the artists, the teachers, the musicians, the creative types lived in San Francisco, the homeless population never fucked with them because these people were street savvy and they knew how to not be fucked with. But now these 24-year-old little, I almost like, how do I say, like they haven't been exposed quite yet to like the city life, so they're coming in from all different parts of the country, like just super stiff and super proper. These homeless people are now like, we can take advantage of these motherfuckers, you know? And so there's more robberies now. There's more theft. There's overall more violence because these people aren't street savvy and they're not the cool people that once took over San Francisco. Not to say that they're all out of the city, but they are slowly being driven out in droves out of that city.
Yeah.
And it's a pity because everything that makes San Francisco so great is decades upon decades of people like that who had an agenda, who had soul, who had, just this overall like creative spirit about them. And now it's almost gone. And he can feel it as a comedian.
I do feel it. I dread it. And let me just say something about the nerds, okay? Hey, nerd.
Call them nerds.
Listen, nerd, okay? Just because you wear skinny jeans and you wear those fucking Sherlock Holmes shoes with no socks and you grow out a beard doesn't mean that you're like cool. It means you're a fucking nerd still.
And these are kids who because these are the kids who like, I'm not saying all of them. This is sort of unfair to say, right? But usually, when you do everything right and you go to college and you graduate when you're 22, I'm sorry to say you probably don't have that much of a personality. Hard times sort of give you a coat of character. Living life a little bit tougher, seeing things gives you a little bit, not a little bit, a lot more character. Mm-hmm. I feel like these kids never had that curve, that sort of learning curve to really learn about life. So they've done everything right. Now they're moving into the city with a lot of money, and it's lacking. It's like bland. It's bland. They're bland.
It's like a suburb now.
I don't know how better way to like explain it. I'm just at a loss for words. Like my head's not turned on today, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But the nerds have taken over comedy. They have. I have to now. I have to kiss their ass.
With the nerds.
Yeah.
Like alt comics or nerd comics?
All comics in general to get on. To get on that show. What's that? At midnight.
Yeah.
You have to talk to nerds to get on that.
It's a nerd show.
Yeah.